Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another action movie night. Tonight, I will be reviewing Karate Kid Part 3, released in 1989. Karate Kid Part 3 stars Ralph Macchio, Pat Morita, Thomas Ian Griffith, Robyn Lively, Sean Kanan, Martin Kove, and Randee Heller. Karate Kid Part 3 is directed by John G. Avildson. Once again, this one is written by Robert Mark Kanan. And I know I just said in my Part 2 review that Daniel LaRusso got his greatest arc. Well, and this one, that greatest arc was just completely... Let's ignore that. Let's forget that even happened, in a way. They just made Daniel, now he's not as good as he used to be, you know, and he's still needing Mr. Miyagi to help him to train and everything. He's not the total badass that he was at the end of Part 2, is what I'm saying. Because in this film, Thomas Ian Griffith plays a character named Terry Silver. And this is probably my favorite character in this franchise. Because Thomas Ian Griffith is having a fucking ball playing this character. He really is. He really is enjoying this character. He's chewing the scenery. He is really enjoying playing this villain in here. And it really helps Kreese as a character having Terry in there, because you have that explanation of how they met and all this stuff and that kind of stuff. But in the midst of all of that, you also have a new so-called love interest that was introduced in this one with Jessica Andrews, played by Robyn Lively. And due to the fact that they cast an underage actress at the time in this film, was only like 16, and Ralph Macchio, when he did this, was like 27, 28. They weren't going to be able to do any real love sequences or kissing scenes or anything like that, so her character was kind of reduced to just they became really good friends in this film. And that hampers that, because, I mean, what happened to Kumiko? You know, because Kumiko and Daniel at the end of the last one, and they did the same thing with Allie in the previous film. They got rid of Allie and everything. I didn't even mention that in my 2 review, but whatever, here I am mentioning it in 3. But love interests in this series, they just, we don't care about them. And I don't understand that. But they introduced the character Sean Kanan's Mike Barnes, which Terry Silver brings in as this total badass champion from multiple championships. He's won all sorts of stuff. He's a golden boy of, you know, martial arts and everything. Daniel, even though he went to Japan and kicked ass over there, all of a sudden, I can't fight this guy. This guy's too tough for me. And I'm scared of him too. I'm afraid of this guy. This guy is, you know, he can hurt me. Seriously? Mike Barnes isn't shit compared with Chosen. Hell, I would say Mike Barnes probably isn't as good as Johnny Lawrence. And yet, he wasn't afraid of Johnny Lawrence. He wasn't afraid of Chosen. And yet, in this film, they make him literally scared to death of Mike Barnes. And they literally make him get his ass kicked in the final fight again. And it just pisses me off because all of that great character development you had in 2 is just gone. And then they redid what they did in the opening of Karate Kid Part 2, which pissed me off. They have a sequence in which Mike Barnes, Terry Silver, and John Kreese are taking turns, knocking around Daniel. Mr. Miyagi comes in and just effortlessly demolishes all 3 of them. What the fuck? What the fuck? Come on, movie. I can see him coming in and, taking out, them and get, but let them get some blows in. These guys are supposed to be great fighters in their own right, especially Terry Silver. And yet they make them look like jokes in this film against Miyagi. And it's just like, why? Why did you do that? Thankfully, Cobra Kai has taken the bad taste of this film from sequences like that and the sequence at the beginning of 2 and kind of gotten rid of that and made, John Kreese and Terry Silver pretty badass characters again. But yeah, overall, I think Karate Kid Part 3, at least in 1989, I think this film, I think this is a 8.4 out of 10 for me. I wish I could put it higher because, like I said, I've really loved Terry Silver as a villain, but I just did not like the way that they did Daniel as a character. They just really just backtracked on all the great progress they had made in 2. And I think that sucked. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. And as usual, if you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by that subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. Alright, it's the end of another action movie night. Hope you will join me tomorrow for another video game night. Until then, thanks for watching.